Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Kr8 Expectations. I'm here with my co-host, Christmas Card, Kate. How are you today, Kate?
We're good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad that you are doing Christmas cards. It's good.
Wait, so does this mean now it's like next episode's gonna be like our Christmas episode? Now you gotta like wear an ugly Christmas sweater.
I know. I do you have an ugly Christmas sweater?
I do.
Is is it Star Wars?
No, but I actually did order a Star Wars Christmas sweatshirt. Like it should be coming in like this week. So
Oh, is it ugly or it's like a hoodie?
no, it's cute, but
It's cute. Yeah, yeah. All my Star Wars hoodies are cute too.
actually I'm pretty sure my husband has an ugly Star Wars Christmas sweater. Maybe I'll steal it from him.
Oh, that's fun. I keep meaning to order them. I need to do that. That's still early enough. I could actually get that done.
It's not that early. What are you talking about?
But I could get it in time.
Okay. All right,
You
you
know,
got 2 weeks. You got two
you,
weeks to get it.
you doubt me?
A little bit.
I mean, you'll see. You'll see, Kate. Jeez.
Okay.
We'll all see. I am probably just full of crap, but I really want one. I keep there's a they always it's like somehow they know that I want one because whenever it comes up in my feeds, I get like the same one keeps popping up. Like it has X wings and stuff. It's pretty cool.
I think my husband might actually. What if it's like the same one?
But that would be really funny. we could be twinsies.
I gotta find his. I don't even know where it's at. But oh well. All right, past Christmas sweaters.
Yeah, maybe I bought it. Maybe who knows. No, so anyways, yeah, beyond that, uh how's you were just telling me you simmed the Smugglers Run 2 for the first time. How did that feel?
Amazing that I didn't have to like go in, waste like, God, what's it like? At least 15, 20 minutes trying to do that on the first try. Yeah. No, I'm very happy that is simmable. That is the one
Good.
event that I am so glad is a part of that. It is probably one of the most like valuable events in the game for what you get.
It's really good. It's really strong. Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing actually. I'm really happy that we were able to sim it though, because that thing. I mean, it's like you can take 10 minutes per run. It doesn't really once you understand what you're doing and know the strategy and stuff. It doesn't take 10 minutes each time, but it takes a while.
It takes like 10 minutes if you're in the middle of doing something like I usually am.
Have you ever like had like a oh crap moment and you're like it's about to expire or something and you just don't you get like one run in and that's it? I guess
No.
it's super late for
Either
you, I guess.
either I get it done or I completely miss it. There's no in between.
Hmm.
The only
Yeah.
time that happens to me is with GAC where it's like I'm like crap. I got like 5 minutes to get in a couple battles.
Is that what happened this time?
No, I actually did my battles. I did
Ooh.
all of them, both accounts. I did every single one and cleared both boards. I tried.
Oh. Wow. That's pretty fancy. How'd you do?
I don't know. I didn't check.
Yeah. I I was like that for a long time. For like several months I was like, "Oh, I lost, I guess." Okay, let's move on. Uh
Well, neither opponent attacked when I did mine. The original account, if they beat me, I will be shocked because that account is not where it should be. I basically put like all GLs in the front wall because I'm in like Bronzium 3.
what?
I didn't play that account for a really long time, or I would join and I would just completely forget.
Oh, like your original account.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, 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 not the big account. No, that one's still in Kyber.
I
It's
was
either
like,
in two
wow.
or three, but it's in Kyber.
Okay. All
But
right.
I think if I lost that one, I'd be shocked. So
How is? Do you have the Great Mothers yet?
I should have the Great Mothers to 7 stars on the big account probably tomorrow. And the other account, I actually am working on Great Mothers because I really do like that team.
They're
So
great.
we're getting there
Cool. Yeah.
slowly, very slowly.
So are you gonna go for Balin then on both accounts?
Um, on the big account, yeah, obviously, I feel like that account, I chase everything that's new. Um, the original account, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
I was
Well,
just happy to
that's
unlock Malgus with Conquest. I just unlocked Malgus on that.
you know what my 9 million account just unlocked him too, just kind of recently.
Well,
So
that's what my original account is. It's 9 million, so don't be
really,
judging me.
did
Don't
my
be judging
did
me.
Prevail Man caught up to you?
Probably. It
you
wasn't
know what? You
there
know what?
was never that big of a difference, was there?
Well, this is like my I like I have my main account obviously, and then you probably just haven't kept track, which is totally fine. But I had an alt for a long time, and that
I
one
remember
is
you had 3 accounts. Wasn't
yeah.
Prevail Man
So
the tiniest one?
Prevail Man's the littlest one, yeah,
Well, we
yeah.
can't all be tryhards. I don't know what to tell you.
You're so hurtful. No, you know what it was though, actually, and we're gonna talk about this a little today as well. Maybe we should just talk about it. We have I that account is my experiment with Lightspeed bundles. I bought a bunch of the Lightspeed bundles on that account.
You're already messing up my sticky note.
What? We already? Oh, do we have to go in order,
No, no, it's fine.
guys? We're adhering to a sticky note of for our plans of what to talk about. So Uh, so I guess my goal is to just totally ruin the order.
You already did, so it's okay. Lightspeed bundles. What do you got to
Hippie
say?
hippie artist in comments is gonna be like, Zareth, be nice to Kate.
He never is. It's okay.
I'm so nice. Jeez, I'm Canadian nice. I learned that from Sarah. So
Okay.
um, I'm actually not. I've never learned that. I don't want to know how to do that. So
Okay, back to Lightspeed bundles.
oh my gosh, that's not on your sticky note. So,
What?
uh,
Get Zareth back on track all the time? I should probably add that.
that's so brutal, but probably true. So, Lightspeed bundles. What are your thoughts on them? That we were looking, and there's a ton of new data mined Lightspeed bundles. They look, I mean, at different levels, they look good, kind of.
Well, let's
They're
go through
different
them.
from other ones.
Let's
Sure.
go through them because there's quite a few. And then actually, I scrolled up a little bit more in the data mine. There's these Galactic Ahsoka Rush 1 and 2. Did you see those?
Oh, I actually didn't. I've heard of those. Tell you what, let me
So,
pause real quick. Let me get this on screen, actually. I said I wasn't going to do that, but I think I can do it. Hold on a sec. Okay, just like magic, we're back, and you guys didn't have to wait at all. Kate had to wait like 1 or 2 minutes maximum.
where I
So,
was kind of just ranting the whole time. It's okay,
yeah,
though.
it was ranty for sure. All right, so we've got all these cool data mine things, and this is on the Galaxy of Heroes events Discord server, which is the biggest Discord server out there. It even gets developers from CG to show up every once in a while, talk. So kind of a cool place. So huge shout out to them for all the stuff. I think it's really interesting, actually. The first reaction, the one that has the most things, is that it has 560 downvotes for this Night Trooper data mine. For this, it's not a Lightspeed bundle. It's a Galactic Ahsoka Rush. So Night Trooper for what? It's this Relic 1.
Yeah, it's Relic 1,
So it's
which I
and
think's insane.
so it's
Not a good insane.
$65 if you're not on the PC client. What do you think? You think it's insane? Like, are you one of the downvotes?
I didn't downvote or I don't vote on any of this, but I would. Like, I just think this is crazy. 61.74 for a Relic 1 Night Trooper. And then you could pay another 61.74 for the Galactic Ahsoka Rush 2, which is Enoch.
Yeah, I
That's
think
that's
Enoch holds
ridiculous.
Enoch
I
holds a little more value, and it got even more downvotes for somehow. That
Yeah, but
someone
that's two pieces of Ahsoka that you need. And quite frankly, so that I don't know when this is going into the game, but like for myself, I know that I have not been like I've been slow farming the character, like the marquees for Ahsoka.
Mhm.
And my Night Trooper is already Relic 7. And Enoch, I am almost at 7 stars with. Like, I don't know. I think I don't really see. I mean, I see the point of it, but I don't at the same time. I would never spend that kind of money for a Relic 1 character. Of a character that if you're going for Ahsoka, you're already working on farming, I feel like. But that could just be my opinion of it.
Yeah, it's a strange thing, honestly. Like there's a couple different aspects to it. So I mean, if you're gonna buy the character, if you're gonna get the character like early, it costs what, 200-ish dollars to get a new character these days.
You would
Maybe.
know more than I would. I have no idea.
Right. Well, so this has a little bit like, first off, you don't have to farm this character. Now, if they had advertised that, hey, you don't even have to farm this character, it'll eventually come back for $65, people are going to probably, like, a lot of people would probably, I don't know, I don't know if they'd wait, but like, this is probably one of those things where some people are like, I'm not gonna get him, and then, or I'm not gonna get Ahsoka, I'm not even gonna farm these characters. I'm too far away. And then suddenly, like for a new player, especially who's okay with spending, they might be more okay with like, oh, you know what? Like this is one of the toughest requirements. Like out of all the requirements for GL Ahsoka, we have to have 6 marquees, and this is 2 of them, and I only have to spend
Yeah, that's
less
tough, but
than.
you're also forgetting about all those Relic 9s you need.
Oh sure, it's not all of it. But this is a nice little chunk. If someone's willing to spend some money, I mean, it's $130 for 2 characters that they might not have even farmed and I didn't even really want. But like this is a third of the marquee characters just done. I'm
They're
not
not
saying.
done though. They're only at Relic 1.
I mean, this is like the tough part though of farming these characters, right? I mean, getting them to 7, yes, that does cost, but it's also it's
Yeah, but all the
also
salvage, like, I don't know. There's a lot, there's still a ways to go for both of these characters, especially if you're a newer player.
that's fine. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to do it. I'm just saying I can see the appeal on some levels. Like if you're a spender, this isn't that much money, frankly. Like if you're a consistent spender in Galaxy of Heroes, and I should say, like, if you're the kind of spender who will buy a vault, like spend $100 to buy a ton of crystals, this it doesn't seem like that much. Like, oh,
I don't know.
okay,
I feel like most spenders, if they were going to spend, they probably already would have spent on this character, like
sure.
both these characters.
Well, the target audience is a little bit muddy. Like, probably more for new players or something. Because otherwise, you're right. Like, these are characters. I actually did that. This is the last character. The Night Trooper was the last one I actually spent on to get early. And then everything else, everything past him, I have just farmed the old fashioned way. I'm so old school. So, yeah, you're I just think it's fun. Like, Why are there more clown emotes for this one, for the Enoch one, than the Night Trooper one? It's like
I mean,
one.
I personally found more use with Night Trooper than Enoch, but that just might be where my characters are at. Like, I don't really have the ideal Enoch squad ready.
It's like people are more emotional about the Enoch one for some reason. That's weird. Anyways, so there's a bunch of other bundles here though. For the Lightspeed bundles, and these tend to be a little bit better value. Not that you'll agree with that, of course, but we do have. So this looks like there's an Afro one. There's one for Jabba. There's some Jawas. There's Princess Leia, and is it like
Misa.
the is it like the princess bundle? Is that what they call it or something?
It's literally
Because
called the Princess's Lightspeed bundle.
nice. Okay. All right. Fair enough. There's one for Dash. There's some Tuscans. I've been wondering why they didn't have a Tuscans one. So, but all right.
Have they just been putting out Lightspeed bundles for like everything? I honestly don't know. Don't come at me. I honestly don't know. I know I saw the gas one, but that was about it.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, they yes, they so like Prevail Man has Ray and Supreme Leader Kylo because of Lightspeed bundles, for instance. And they don't have them for everything. I keep wishing that they would do one for Bad Batch. Actually, that would be really helpful. Prevail Man has bought a lot of Lightspeed bundles, not all of them, but this $50 one for Afra, it's a little tempting because I don't have any of them even farmed at all. So
But aren't they
uh,
all on double drops now?
they're all double drops, but they're also like I would need to get them to relics, and it's a lot of work, And so I think a significant portion of them are on Cantina, which I don't want to use Cantina energy for that for a character that's just not required for anything. She's just the very definition of luxury.
I guess when I look at these Lightspeed bundles, I look at them as how, like, I have all these characters that they have the Lightspeed bundles for, but like, how often do I use those characters? Like, on both accounts, my Afra, quite frankly, sits the bench a lot. Um, Hondo just gets thrown in a squad with Dash. Sana really doesn't get used. For $50, I mean, I wouldn't do it. But if it was like Star Killer, where his requirements were in the Lightspeed bundle, which again, they might have already done this. I have no idea. I
They
would say
did.
Star Killer is worth the Lightspeed bundle. And if its price was that, I would get that one over this one. $50 for Afra. Not too sure about that.
Yeah, it's a pretty big price tag for a luxury character. I mean Hondo might be a little bit more in demand now because he's a mercenary as well, so we could work with Balin Skull, which that it kind of
Yeah,
seems
but
like
a
he's
lot of
going to be.
like early mid-game accounts are not going to be on track for Balin.
Yeah, this is a pretty big price tag. I mean, I guess the one thing I will point out to people who don't really like understand the economics of the game in terms of spending and stuff, like this is still uh, you couldn't for $50 if you had a character that is gear 0 or gear 1 whatever that's not unlocked or it's not locked or it's not, yeah, you don't have it unlocked, you don't have it farmed or whatever. um there's no possible way you could spend $50 in the game just with like crystals or whatever, even for other packs, that you could actually get a character from gear 1 all the way up to relic 5 for $50. Like this is in terms of total resources expended. This is a remarkably good deal in terms of in relation to how much you could spend on these guys. You could spend hundreds of dollars to even get just one of these characters up to Relic 5. And so I'm not saying that you should spend $50, but this is the the Lightspeed bundles have there just are the best way you could spend money in the game. Like they're the best bang for your buck. Out of anything, the Lightspeed bundles are ridiculous value when compared to how much everything else costs in the game.
I definitely agree with that point. The Lightspeed bundles are definitely, I think, one of the best values in the game if you're looking to spend money. I do agree with that. So,
Absolutely. So, but to your point, I agree. Like the Afra's just not. She's luxury. You don't need her or her requirements for anything else in the game. They're not even pilots. Like they don't do anything. They just cost you $50, I guess.
I
But
mean, I don't think any of Star Killers were his requirements. Dash, Talon, Marjade, and somebody else. Who was the last one?
someone.
Oh, it was somebody. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm
Somebody else
totally
was the
spacing
last
it now.
one. But I think if this was Star Killer, I would
Dash
say it's worth
Kyle.
it.
Dash Kyle.
Kyle Katarn,
Um.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Dash, Kyle, Talon, Mara Jade.
Yeah. There we
That
go.
would be worth it. I think that's worth it.
Well, that you use them everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
all of
those
them.
characters are all very usable, either in the Starkiller Squad or outside of it. So, yeah, comparatively, but still, it's nice to have. Like, if someone has been waiting for this pack, like this is a remarkably good deal. If you're like, oh my gosh, I would really love to get Afra. I don't have to spend all this time and effort to farm these characters, then put gear on all of them and stuff. Like, just pull the trigger, $50. It's not a terrible deal if you're already a spender.
No. Then the
Let's
next
see.
one you have is the Java one, which for 2374,
Oh my gosh.
quite a few of the
I
I think any GL is worth the Lightspeed bundle, especially for like 2374.
well, and you were
It's
talking
not all
about
the requirements, but it's a good dent in them.
the how good the Smugglers Run 2 is.
Hmm.
And this is something I will be spending money on for Prevail Man for $25.
The Java.
100%. Yeah, well, cuz yeah, I need another Galactic Legend anyways on that account. Like it's too tough, man. It's
And
really
then just to
tough
be able
to
to
win
do
in
the
Kyber 2 level
Smugglers
3.
Smugglers Run 2, because you need Java for
Yeah.
that one,
Mhm.
that's definitely, I think that's definitely worth buying that bundle. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it's
mean,
not all his requirements, but it's a decent chunk.
well, and my argument has been for a while. We'll have to see about the new Galactic Legend, Galactic Legend of Sogatano. But before she's released, Jabba is the best bang for your buck. Anyways, you get the most stuff for it. Like he's the most value Galactic Legend out there, in my opinion. And yeah, this is a really fire pack. Wow. Let's see. So we have the Dash. So the Smuggler's Lightspeed bundle. It comes with 4 characters and a ship with the Outrider.
When I first
Um,
saw this, I missed the ship. I didn't realize they were all in one bundle. Just for the ship included, I think that's actually not a bad deal.
you're saying if you just bought the ship, it's not a
No,
bad
no,
deal.
no. No. If I missed before that it was
Oh, you
one
got both.
bundle, I thought they were two
Hmm.
separate ones. With them being one bundle, I actually think that's not a terrible deal.
No, it's not bad. It's more geared for new players, but yeah, it's solid. I think. The Tuscans one. Again, they're kind of luxury, but $15 for what the Relic 5. I mean, just the value of, I mean, $15 just to pay for the Relic materials from Relic 0. Like you get them to gear 13. Let's just assume they're 13. Just
Yeah.
getting 5 characters up to up to Relic 5, like the Bronzium that costs. Like I'm not, I don't know what the exactly, I'm sure that the valuation of that is alone more than $15.
Well, I
Actually,
think I look at this one
Bronzium's
the same as
ridiculously.
like the Jawa one that's after that. Like, how many people do you know like don't have like leveled up Jawas or Tuscans at all, where they would actually really benefit from this? Like, I'm not saying I would buy them, but if you want your Tuscans and your Jawas geared up, that's actually a really good value for it.
No, it is. I totally agree. I mean, I think I'll buy at least the Jawa one, or I'll buy one of these for that for my alt as well. Like,
You're gonna.
because
My only thing with Jawas is like I have never used my Jawas ever. I
like
never use
galactic
them.
galactic challenges, basically. Yeah.
Even then, I just take the loss with that, and I'm like, whatever. I'll get my Omicron or two. Well, I guess now it's different with the track, but
Hey, look, there's no downvotes or clown emotes for this one. It's all just smiley heart faces
which one?
for the Jawas, or even the Tuscans for that matter. People
People
hate
like
the.
people like their Tuscans and their Jawas.
I, I guess they
But like I
do.
said, a lot of people don't have them geared up. So for what, almost $15 and almost $10, I mean, that's not bad. It's not a bad value.
No,
If you're a
no, it's.
spender, it's not.
I mean, yeah, it's amazing. Honestly, it really is. So, yeah, Nisa and Princess Leia, like Prince, they
This
just
one
wanted
I
to.
don't understand why this one's here. I don't understand it.
Well, because there was already an Ewok one, that didn't have Nisa in it, so they're just trying to make Leia just a little more accessible. Is what my impression is.
That Leia is one you get like day one.
Oh sure. Oh well, $10. So I mean, there was a Lightspeed bundle for Kr8 Monday that was, I forget if it was $15 or $20 just for Cam. Like it's
That's
all
not
just
bad.
about
Well,
you know
Cam
what.
was only accessible in TB, so it's a little bit different.
Well, and or you could spend a crazy amount of GT2 or
Yeah,
three,
that's
whatever
so.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like it wasn't worth farming him because he's not required for anything either. But he's a good enough character. Yeah, I bought that pack for this for the alt. But
Actually,
yeah, Nisa.
Leia was required for something. I don't remember what, but she was required. It was
Yeah,
probably Leia.
I don't remember if it's this version of Leia or Rolo for Jedi Luke. I think it was Rolo. Hmm. You're right though. She's required for something. It's fine. I mean, she's the real value is Nisa, in my opinion. But Leia's fine as well. I'm annoyed because I just got Nisa on my Prevail Man account. I was just spending every month. I put one piece of Gear 12 gear on her, so I was like a whole like
Jeez.
half a year project, and I finally got her. She's Relic 1 now, and now I gotta just spend $10.
Should have been a
uh,
slacker.
I know. I'm too motivated for my own good. Um. So, anyways, let's. We're down to the bottom of this. The Outrider is for some reason at the very bottom of this. But
So yeah.
which one was most interesting to you? Like, if you were a new player and you got to just choose one of those, they were.
How far off of the Java requirements would you be if you buy that bundle? Like, what else would you need?
No, tell you what, skip the Java one because that one is hands down the best value, especially for new players,
Okay, if
for
I'm a
sure.
new player and I can only
You're
pick
right.
one of these,
You'd
oh
pick the
my
princess one,
goodness.
wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't.
I'm kidding.
No. If I was a new player,
You'd buy Enoch, wouldn't
I
you?
mean, I feel like if you're a new player out of these choices, it wouldn't be Tuscans and it wouldn't be Jawas for me. It would either be, I mean, I know we said the Afro one wasn't worth it,
Oh, but it's a strong enough team. It's a stronger team
but
than
it's a
Tuscans or
stronger team.
Jawas.
That's how I'm kind of looking at. Like you'll have Afra's like core team with that bundle. That's how I look at it with that. The Dash team, I mean, they're okay. You get the ship, but you still got to work on profundity. I would say the Afro one.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And Honda's pretty good, anyways. He fits in threes pretty well. So yeah, Lightspeed bundles. They're good. I think they're really good for the game in general. I think it's an interesting thing. CG has talked about catch-up mechanics and making helping new players get into the game, and this is kind of the direction they're taking it. Like instead of just saying, I mean, okay, so I full caveat, like I've never played Raid Shadow Legends, but they're always trying to get me though, in their ads and stuff. Then they're like, you get like it's the 4th anniversary, you get like an entire epic character for free,
Hmm.
like if you start now, you get a new and it sounds like to me, it sounds like they're just handing out a Galactic Legend level character, and maybe I
Maybe,
have no
I have no
idea.
idea. But I
But
think it's a great catch-up mechanic for this game. Best one available.
right, well, but they're charging for it, so it's like okay, we only want new players to catch up if they're willing to spend money.
It's
I
usually how
just
it goes.
sure. I'm not really against it necessarily. I'm just it's an interesting thing. Like they're not just trying to get everyone caught up. They're trying to get the people who are willing to spend money, which it's just an interesting way of doing it as opposed to the way I perceive like Raid Shadow Legends. They're like, "Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you could just have like this overpowered character to start with, and that'll help it catches every single person up a certain degree." Um, at what point does CG start running an ad like that? They're like, yeah, if you start right now, you get Supreme Leader Kylo day one.
The SLKR Lightspeed bundles were, I think, the best ones they've had, and the Ray ones. But no, I get
Oh,
what you're saying.
oh, but so if you were a new player, you would spend money on this then?
Lightspeed bundles? I
Yeah,
would, yeah.
would you? It,
I
is
mean,
is any
I
of this
would.
appealing to your original account, the one that's the same size as Prevail Man?
I already got the. I did the SLKR and the Ray ones because I was never gonna do Ray if I didn't do it.
Oh, you did buy those. Oh, okay. So
Like
you.
a year ago now, or whenever they came out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You because remember how you told me that you hadn't been paying it. You didn't know anything about Lightspeed bundles other than the General Skywalker one.
Recently,
Ah, okay.
the recent ones, because they started with the SLKR and the Ray ones, but then it seems like they went to like everything else.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. There's actually been a lot of them. I need to make a video ranking all of them actually, just because we all like ranking things, don't we? Um, but this is a lot of Lightspeed, but this is pretty cool. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see. It's fun to see people get excited to use their new teams. CG needs to. How would you feel if they had some version of Lightspeed bundle? It's not this wouldn't be the same obviously, but what if they were like, all right, yeah, we realize that you have all these new characters, but you don't have the mods for them. Um, here's a
Like a
bunch of
mod bundle.
yeah, but one that has pre-crafted mods that have like 15 speed on like 5 mods or something.
I mean, that would
Like,
never happen, but
what if they had a six? Like they just had a set
you
that you
can.
could buy with 6 mods, and they were all, 15 speed and had offense percent
But what kind of mods
secondaries.
are they? Are you gonna sell me like all tenacity mods, or what are you selling me?
Ask CG. I don't know. Don't. It seems cool. It seems cool on some levels, but like those would sell like hotcakes. Like ten
If you
bucks,
were
10 bucks for a full mod set.
full mod, like if you sold me like speed mods with like plus 15 speed on them
Hmm.
before like I forget whether you go up to like the gold. I forget what they're called. I can't think right now.
What like getting up to 6E and doing all
Yes,
the
60. Like if they're 15 before you get to that, yeah, that's worth it. That'd be good.
yeah. I mean, but that's per carrot. Like you could spend 50 bucks on mods for one team. Like that seems like
You'd
the
also, that's also assuming people know what they're doing with mods.
well, this would be nice because then they'd be like, oh, I don't have to worry about it. I'll just buy the pack and I'll throw it on the
That's true.
character.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. They would do that.
I think that I don't know how I'd feel like as a person who's worked on his mods. I'm kind of lazy with mods lately. I used to preach them so hard, and now I'm just like, I've been doing them for 9 years on 2 to 3 accounts. I'm just kind of over them a little. Like not over them, but like I the impact of them. I'll beat people with way better mods than me, and or I'll lose to people with way worse mods, and I'm like, oh, you know, they're still important, but they're
They're
not
important,
everything.
but I think Datacrons has had a huge impact on mods.
Yeah,
So
the relative value of mods. I agree.
yeah.
I think you're absolutely right. I don't think that Datacrons replace mods, but that's instead of mods being like the biggest meta, like speed is king and all of that. I think now it's mechanics, and where do you get mechanics? Not from mods, you get them from Datacrons.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay, what's next on your sticky note?
Well, we crossed off Simmables. So we actually never went over the era episode track stuff, kind of like a continuation from our discussion last time. And like,
Hmm.
how's it going for you? What do you think of it?
What do you think of it? Oh, wait, do we have your game pulled up? We
I
could
do.
watch you. Okay, why don't
Watch me. What?
we can watch you navigate the system.
Ooh, I clicked the button. It appeared. I mean, so I didn't. I'm actually curious. Where are you at in the track? Because you said you were buying the episode pass, right?
Yeah, I did.
Where are you in that? So I didn't buy it, and I'm at 32.
Well,
But this is also after their like make good today,
yeah,
which I'm not sure why we got, quite honestly, but we got to make good. That really bumped me up.
yeah. Oh, well, I was gonna say I don't actually know where I was gonna. Yeah, I'm at 50 now. I wasn't until they gave us that. But I was like in the 40s, I think.
Okay, I was at like 20 something. Okay, so you're pretty much twice as far as I am.
Yeah, I mean, but you'll get to the end of it.
I think I'll
So
just make it. I might just make it. I'm not gonna have like days of hitting that last crate.
yeah, I mean, and I think that's by design. I think you also if you go into like the quests thing, I think you get more as time progresses. So if you go to
This is
yeah, to
my
this
only
one,
like pet peeve with this. I wish this would close and stay closed.
I wish that too so much. So okay, look at how much you're making for these ones though, as opposed to the other ones.
What, like the 8,000, 2,000, as opposed to
Wait,
like your dailies?
oh no. So look at well, hold on, go. Oh no, I'm probably just full of crap. Actually, okay, it's because it's
Oh,
the
I didn't realize this. This actually comes with Hera shards.
yes. So you spend $20 and you get 20 shards of
Was
each
that at
character
all of
for that
them?
month. Yeah. So I when I bought the pass, I got 20 of Hu Yang, and now I just got 20 of Hera, which bumps you up to the next star level. So that lets you actually farm those characters a little bit.
And it's also giving you twice as many rewards.
Well, just for those three, though, that was what
Well,
caused my
yeah.
confusion when I was looking at it. For some reason, I was thinking that the later, like chapter three, I thought that all of them were giving 4,000,
Oh,
as
no,
opposed to
it's
two
two.
thousand. I thought it was 2,000 in the first two, and then 4,000 for the. And I was like, oh, they're giving more as time progresses. But
No, they're all 4,000 if you have the episode pass.
I was full of crap. My bad. So yeah,
But I think what this is showing is the episode pass is worth it if that's what you want to spend your money on. But quite frankly, I've been very happy with the progress I've been making. I've actually earned a lot more Omicrons than I was earning. So that's huge for me. And then
good.
I do like the rewards in this free track. You're getting the Kairos, you're getting the mod material, you're getting Omicrons, and you're getting Gear 12 um stuff. So I can't complain about everything.
Well, and this is all kind of replacing the Galactic Challenges stuff too.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. It is actually. I like, and then you can go to the store and you can spend a bunch of currency on.
Get more Omicrons.
Yeah, yeah. And I think this is better. Galactic Challenges is kind of taken a back seat, which is also nice. Like I think you have to average. I think you have to get like 5 total feats every time. Which you get a
Yeah.
gimme. You get 2 of them automatically because you have the new character that you unlocked, and then you just have to earn 3 more. And as long as you can average that, then you're good to go. You get the full like I think that's all you have to average to get all the way to the 50 mark at the end.
Yeah, that's not bad then. But I'm curious of how this is gonna go. Like, I feel like we've gotten a couple make goods by this point. I think there's at least been two. And at least the one we
Mm-hmm.
got today was pretty significant. So I'm curious what it's gonna look like next time we have an era. Like how far we're gonna
Yeah,
progress track wise without the baked goods.
yeah. They're giving us an inaccurate snapshot of what to expect.
Yeah, so that's like my only concern that I'm really not getting a good representation of where I should be on this track. But I also don't know what the make good was about, so maybe it actually fixed something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm always the wrong. So there's some people who are just like bug junkies in this game, in this community, who are just like, oh yeah, that's that bug that they right when it launched, like that it didn't populate the thing and people couldn't get the stuff and. I don't know exactly. I know there was a lot of outrage when it first came out, but it's hard for me to remember what specific points people were mad about. Um, but how do you feel about like? Oh, it feels a little bit conquesty, doesn't it? Like
Yeah,
I'm
it
not really
definitely
complaining
does.
necessarily. I'm curious. Like, what are your thoughts? Like, you go kill 7 things with Sabine or something. Like,
I don't mind them because they're so like stupid easy.
okay.
I really don't mind them. Like all of the things I've gotten done with, and like I don't even think I've spent 10 minutes on them.
I think my least favorite one was the Galactic Republic ships, and that was bugged. See, apparently I know that. That was bugged, so you could
I
actually
didn't
just
know
use
that.
Galactic Republic characters instead,
Uh-huh.
and it still counted. So
Whatever.
I just did it
It
in
doesn't sound
Conquest.
terrible. Yeah.
Well, it was bugged though, so it's just supposed to be ships, and it's like, well, maybe you can get it, maybe you can't, depending. You have more limited availability of ships. Like that. That's a tougher one to get, but I mean, you still probably get it. So
But I'm okay with those kind of quests because they're not terrible, even for newer players in the game. Like, you're gonna have some Galactic Republic, well, ships actually, maybe not, but a lot of these quests very attainable for even new players, which I think is really good.
yeah, I agree. Actually, I think that was my biggest concern was. Is it just gonna, they're like, oh, we're adding Sims, but here, have like play Conquest every day, plus also sometimes play actual Conquest. You
Yeah.
know, like that was my biggest concern, and I think so far I don't think it's quite time yet to close the book on this, but so far they haven't felt tedious,
No, not at
which
all.
was the thing that I was most concerned about. So I'm happy. I think once people adjust to this, I think people will be like, man, I'm so glad we don't have to like do it the old way. Like this new way is cool.
And I
There's a
like how you get
couple.
rewards instantly. It's you don't have to wait for them too.
Yeah. Though I will say I wish that they evened out the distribution of. Do you see how you get more of the currency as you progress on this track? So at the very start you get and I guess you can't really see it necessarily, but because you've already claimed them. But like you start getting, like a pile of 2,000, and then the next one you get like a pile of 3,000. Then you get the next time you get a pile of 4,000. So at the very start, it's like you might miss being able to get the Omicrons possibly from the
I'm
shop.
confused. Oh, the shop, yeah.
Yeah, like you might not get enough currency to buy the Omicrons from the shop, and then that like I wish that there was more even distribution on how much currency, like of the new currency you get.
Hmm.
It's a pretty small quibble, frankly,
I
but
see what you mean now. Eh, I haven't
yeah,
had any issues with it. On both accounts, I've been able to get both the Omicrons they've had available in the store every
good.
time so far. So I have zero complaints.
Yeah, I'm overall happy with this system. They did, I mean, has bugs, but that's the game we play. It does it ever frustrate you? Like it frustrates me when CG has bugs for sure. Like I'm not trying to give them a pass for this. Like I wish that they would fix them, but at the same time, like it's an old enough game, and it's to this game. It like people who get so triggered off of bugs, like what the hell, CG? Like what? Why? How dare you have bugs? Like I'm so shocked and enraged. I just don't you ever get tired of like feeling these extreme emotions for a mobile game that you play? Like, shouldn't you go find a game that doesn't have all these bugs? I don't
Every
know.
game has bugs. Every single one.
I guess people get so mad about it, like bent out of shape about it, and I'm like, I just sometimes you just have to, I don't know. I don't.
There's always going to be bugs in games. There's everything. Anything that pushes new software, there's going to be bugs. Like it's going to happen. It might not happen every single time, but it's going to happen, especially like so like with this game environment. I don't know for sure, but my guess is probably the environment they test in might be different than the live environment. So yeah, there can be bugs that aren't found there that are found in the live environment. But then also it's like however they're testing, like they might just not hit some of them, depending like if they are using like all Relic 9 characters maxed out, they might not see a bug that we would see not
Sure.
having those characters. It really depends.
Yeah,
But
and I would love it if they caught all their bugs. That would be wonderful. To me, it's just kind of at this point, that's just the world we live in. Like,
it's funny
yeah, we be frustrated a little, but
It's
yeah,
funny though because like so I play Sims 2 on occasion when I have time and like
nice.
I follow Sims on Instagram and stuff and you see people complain there all the time about bugs with everything and I'm like it's not just this game it's everywhere.
That's some really healthy and helpful perspective. Yeah, and they have to keep releasing stuff. They can't make everything like just airtight, perfect for every release. That would just take too much time and effort and money, and they just I don't
I
know.
mean they
It's just
should
not realistic to expect it.
it's not realistic to expect there's going to be no bugs, but you should be able to flush out quite a few of the bugs in your testing process. That's
Right.
you should be able to. Doesn't mean that there aren't some that escape it or that you just don't think of because we literally come in and probably there's got to be people who probably try and break the game anytime an update is released.
Oh
I'm
sure.
sure there are.
Oh sure. I agree. I agree. Okay, what's next on our sticky note?
The raid.
Oh, okay. So let's see. We got about 10 minutes left. So let's
You want to just skip the raid and go to trigger photos and memes?
we can. Why don't we real quick before we even do that? We could do we have viewer questions? Do you have that written
Oh,
on there too?
I don't have enough room on my sticky note. I could have grabbed a bigger one if you would have told me, but
You're the one who brought up. Okay, stop. All right.
I have
This,
it.
hey,
Here's
this,
I no, I got
look,
it. I got it.
look,
I got
this
it.
ties, our question ties perfectly into this, Kate, actually. Okay, so Zed asked, since you asked for questions, now that we have Sleepy Kate and nearly free to play Zareth, who do we think is the bigger slacker?
Me, 100%. Still.
Yeah, really? You're just gonna roll over like that? Like you're just
You're
not gonna
such a
fight it?
try-hard. No, I'm not gonna fight it. You're a
Oh,
try-hard.
stop. you, you know I don't like that phrase. You're just gonna just grind it, aren't you? You're just gonna.
No, but like you want
That's
proof
funny.
here. Let's talk about this. Who's the bigger slacker? Um,
Hey,
I totally forgot to change up my defenses on JAC, so I had the old set that I was using. I think they went through a Datacron set since then, so I never switched my Datacrons. Did you do that?
no, I didn't. I was less of a slacker than you on that for sure.
There we go. There's
All right,
1 point.
all right, fine. Like it's just funny because I just like don't I feel like I don't have the will to fight this, and I feel like that's also an indicator of who might be the biggest slacker because I'm like just don't want to put effort into this argument anyways. But uh
So you got your
anyways.
answer. I am the bigger slacker, and that's okay.
Oh, okay. I am gonna fight you on that just a little bit. You at least had the wherewithal to make a sticky note of what we were doing tonight, and I didn't. I didn't make notes at all.
I just had a sticky note at my desk, and I feel like we usually talk around in a circle. So
Well, oh, hey, I'm glad. I'm glad you did it, but that makes you less of a slacker in that regard, at least. So
no, that just makes me organized. That doesn't make me a slacker. That just makes me organized.
I feel like organization is a key component to slacking or a lack of organization. Well, if you saw some teenage kid and that like they were just that you were like, oh my gosh, what a slacker. Would you also be like, but they're probably organized?
Teenage kids, you know that's organized.
I'm just saying, like you don't look at like any person, even if it's not a teenage kid, like just someone you're like, oh my gosh, what a slacker, what an organized slacker that person is.
Just because I'm organized doesn't mean I'm a like not a slacker.
Uh, okay, let's move right along. So, what's next on this ticket? Oh yeah, we want to do the memes and the. Okay, cool.
Yeah, trigger photos.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do that. So let's do the trigger photo first because it's just on the slideshow we got it first. So, a lot of people sent me, and this is gonna just be a thing. Oh, by the way, guys, if you want to do a question, if you want to ask a question or submit a trigger photo, you can join the Discord server. It's linked in the video description for the Gambit Discord server, which it's big. It's actually a pretty big server now. It's not as big as the events server, but we're almost to 10,000 people. So it's pretty busy there. There's a channel though toward the bottom that has it's the Kr8 it's the Kr8 expectations mailbox. So you guys can leave your questions. You can leave your trigger photos there. We love to see them, and if they're awesome, we will post them. And if you ask the question, we'll usually answer as long as it's not about who the biggest slacker is.
But then we are gonna also add in roster roast, like go back to doing that. So
Ooh, yeah.
do they want to add that there too?
Yeah, good call. Good call. Yep, we're gonna start doing roster roasts again. That'll be next episode. What we do with our first one. So yeah, leave your ally code number. The big thing, guys, is we won't roast your friend. Only yourself. Like submit yourself and your roster. Don't just be like, hey, my friend wants. He wants one. Like he just wants to embarrass his friend or something. So okay.
Don't be that person.
So, don't be that. Yeah, that's obnoxious. All right. First off, we have a series of 3 trigger photos here, and so people got Hera early. Like they didn't even go for like the cheap way to unlock her. They were just like, you know what, I'm gonna unlock her right now. So just if people have been sending me these screenshots of like their extra Hera shards that they have, they're like, oh yeah, this is shard shop for the most rare character in the game currently. So there's 20, and then someone sent me one for 36, and then this one, I don't know if it's photoshopped, but like it triggers everyone. It should trigger everyone, anyways. Like, so you could draw that 12 or 13 or whatever pack for a bunch of crystals, and I don't know. It just seems like it has to be fake.
I feel like this has to be photoshopped. It has to be. There's no way.
It's such a spectacle to look at, anyways. Like 3 different instances of 330.
But like, let's just say this is actually real. Like, I don't know if I'd be happy or more pissed because
Yeah.
like how are you gonna feel about this? Like, I'm sure you're happy you got Hera and got the 330,
Right.
but are you pissed that you got 3 of them and probably could have saved money
You
by not
used up
opening as many?
you used up every instance of luck you'll have in this game for the next 10 years. Like that's it.
Probably.
It's just gone. I know. Well, like the goal is to get 330, so you're right. Like mission accomplished. But
But at the
like
same time, you got 3 of them. Like,
like like undoubtedly, if CG was like, hey, you got your first 330, and then the next 2 that you got are also like you got 2 more 330s.
how much do they cost?
I think you could
5
see it.
card pool. I only see 5 card pools.
I wonder if that's just an in-game thing only then.
Well, I'm in game.
Oh, there it is. You can see it. At least for
Which one is it?
yeah, it's the one right next to your mouse. To the right.
Oh. Oh, see, I saw 1 and I thought it was only a 1 card pool, but then I see that it's 12,000 crystals. Okay, that makes sense. 12 cards. Okay.
12, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's real, that one photo, but
Like if CG was like, hey, we'll give you an option. If you want, you could have shard shop currency, or you could just have 330 of the next 2 characters as well. Like obviously you'd choose the second one. But yeah, they don't get that choice. They just get shard shop currency. So, all right. And then we're gonna start doing a meme of the week, I think, or a meme of the episode. And so this is the one that Kr8 chose. She's the one in charge of memes because she says, well, I'll let you say it because it just sounds mean if I say it.
that I just don't get like some of them a lot of the time.
Yeah,
It takes,
yeah.
I'll get them eventually. They just take me a minute.
Well, I don't want to
But
be
I
that
thought,
guy.
I mean, I said I thought that'd be more funny if I just don't get them. That's just me.
I can just choose them then too. I don't care. I
Or
but yeah,
people can add memes to that mailbox.
heck
Add your
yeah.
memes.
Add your memes. The more confusing for Kr8, the better,
Oh
folks.
God.
Dude, give us some good Lord of the Rings ones.
I won't understand any of them unless it's
It's
a guy walking, and then I'll know it's the Hobbit.
it's so tragic. I need to change my Twitch rewards that people can cash in their channel points
Hmm.
to demand that you watch uh, Lord of the
Is it not
Rings.
there? I thought that was there.
I have it for Sarah. Do I have it
You
for
have it
you
for
as
both of
well?
us, I think.
All right, I need to take it from Sarah because Sarah's just she's lost to us now. She's gone. So,
No, that's mean.
oh my gosh, don't you start. All right. All right, with that note, I think we're going to call it a
You didn't even
day.
look at the meme.
I did. I showed everyone the meme. They can see it. You can't see that I'm
I
showing it
can't
to
see
them.
it, but
It's right here. It's there.
It just seems appropriate for this time of the year. That's all.
It is.
Do you have this
I
issue in your household?
oh no, my no, Mrs. X. She loves Star Wars independently of our relation. Like she grew up loving Star Wars, so
That's good. So you don't have this issue.
no, she's like excited. No spoilers at all, but have you watched the new Star Wars show,
The
the
Skeleton
Skeleton
Crow.
Crew? Yeah.
I saw it was added to Disney Plus, but I have not watched it yet, so don't spoil it for me.
Oh, not at all spoiling it. No, for sure not. I will say that it's so refreshing. I've been really enjoying it. I think that's spoiler free, but yeah, she's been excited to watch it too, though. So, all right. Any more wisdom other than I like this meme, by the way. I give
I think
it.
it's a great excuse for use it on your girlfriends, wives, significant others, partners. Use it on
Yeah.
them. I think it's great because there's so many people that are like, "Oh, let's watch a Christmas movie." Be like, "Okay, you pick one, then I'll pick one."
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good. There's lights and everything. Yeah, for sure.
There's snow. It's a Christmas movie.
I think one of my favorite things about Star Wars is the fact that every planet is just like one like bio type, you know? Like it's a snow planet. It's a swamp planet. Like there's no divert like Earth isn't like that, obviously. Like that's where we got all of our ideas for different places, but like it's a desert planet. Like the
I
you
feel
can't
like you're
have
the only one who thinks like that. But I get your point. I get it.
I mean, I like it. It adds to the charm, honestly. Like it's just so silly. Like okay, like that's a grass planet. Cool. Okay.
Cloud City.
Yeah. It's a, yeah. It's a cloud planet. Okay. Oh, it makes me laugh. All right. Yeah. So let's sign off, and we'll see you guys next week. Any last words? I feel like I've asked that a few times, but
I actually might go back to streaming. So you might
oh
see me,
really?
but yeah, you might see me on Twitch before we
Oh,
meet
cool.
next time.
Okay, I'm gonna link your Twitch in the video description as well. Then,
I have the PC client set up, so I don't have an excuse anymore.
awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll link that for
It all
sure.
just it just depends. Me and my daughter and my husband, we've been sick the past since Thanksgiving, basically. So as long as everybody is mainly my daughter, as long as she's feeling better, we'll stream. So
Awesome. Are you gonna stream both of your both of
no,
your accounts?
no, no, no.
Disappoint. Okay, I'm not gonna link you then.
Whatever. I don't care if you do or don't.
All right. All right, fine. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. And Kate says goodbye.
Just talking for me now.